A big hello and welcome to all the Planner Mums, Glam Mums, and all my subscribers. Hope each one of you are doing well. I'm well and hope the same for each one of you. So today I'm coming on to you with my Emily Henry Hall. So this author has been here for some time, since 2020, and I've not read any of her books. But this year when I was looking around in my Kindle, I found this funny story. I saw my favorites bloggers talking about it a lot, and I loved the story about this two exes being together, and I found it very funny. So, and I downloaded the first chapter, which I really enjoyed, and then I decided I'd gone to my bookshop here in Saudi called Jareer Bookstore, and then I saw this. They had this funny story books and many of Emily Henry books in the store. So instead of getting the Kindle, I thought let me just buy the books this time, and let's review it as well. And definitely will be reading the books and posting a review in future videos. So this is the first book, which is called The Funny Story. This they gave the bigger covers, the others are smaller ones. You know, I hate the size difference, but what to do, this is what they had available. I love paperbacks more than the what do you call the hardback. I love paperback more. So the first book is called Funny Story. It's the number of, I think this is the most recent release. She has another one coming, A Beautiful Life. So hopefully I'll be getting that also once it releases. And this is I got 10% discount on all the books. So Daphne always loved the way Peter told their story. That is until it became the prologue to his actual love story with the child bestie Petra, which is how Daphne ends up rooming with her total opposite and the only person who could possibly understand her predicament, Petra's ex Miles. As expected, it's not a match made in heaven. That is, one night tossing back tequilas, they form a plan. And if it involves posting deliberately misleading photos of their adventures together, well, who could blame them? But it's all just for show, of course, because there's no way Daphne would actually start her new chapter by falling in love with her new fiance ex, right? So that's so funny. I think it's fake dating. They want to make people jealous. So it's going to be a fun read. And I love the first chapter. It's like the way it starts itself is 108 days until I can leave. So, and then you'll know about how the whole story goes, because I read just first chapter, so I can't talk much about it. But once I'm done with it, this will be, I think, my first book, because I got attracted to the author because of this book. But her all-time favorites are, people love reading Beach Read. So Beach Read is, I think this is the story of acclaimed one of, in fact, common fact, then one. Okay, let's go through. Augustus Everest is acclaimed author of literary fiction, and January Andrews writes best-selling romances. She opened, these are two friends, two writers who go for a beach holiday, and both of them are in a writing slump, and then they both write each other's, like he writes romance and she writes literary fiction. It's going to happen like that. So they are polar opposites. In fact, the only thing they have in common is that the next 3 months they are living in neighboring beach houses, broke and bogged down with writer's block. Then one hazy evening, one thing leads to another, and they strike a deal designed to force them out of their creative rut. Augustus will spend the summer writing something happy, and January will pen next great American novel. She'll take him on the field trips worthy of an rom-com montage, and he will take her and interview surviving members of the Backwood Death cult, obviously. Every will finish a book and one will fall in love, really. So that's going to be a fun read. This is definitely giving me, like, it's going to be good laughs, romance, heart. So it's going to have, because I'm sure it will have a good emotional touch as well, because that is something very famous for her, and she is a bestseller for a reason. So I'm excited to read this book of hers after. Then I would be reading people who we go meet on vacation. So I think this is also very fun. These are two people, Poppy and Alex. They, from college days, they go on a ride together every year, and something happens that they have stopped it, and then many years from then again they start. I think that's the one. Alex and Poppy, they have nothing in common. She's a wild child. He wears khakis. She has insatiable wanderlust. He prepares to stay at home with a book, and somehow, ever since a fateful car share home from college many years ago, they are very best friends. For most of the year, they live far apart. She's in New York City and he's in small hometown. But every summer for a decade, they have taken one glorious week of vacation together. Until 2 years ago, when they ruined everything. They haven't spoken since. Poppy has everything she would want, but stuck in a rut. When someone asks when she was last truly happy, she knows without a doubt that it was that ill fated final trip with Alex. And so she decides to convince her best friends to take one more vacation together, lay everything on the table, make it all right. Miraculously, her agrees. Now she has a week to fix everything. If only she can get around the one big truth that has always stood quietly in the middle of their seemingly perfect friendship. What could possibly go wrong? So this is exciting. I think after the beach read, I'll read this book. And then it's this book Lovers. I think this is also going to be a fun one. I think this one is the girl goes to the a town and she meets a publicist who is like a very crappy. How I know all of these is because I just read the back of it and I saw some of the spoiler free reviews. Definitely, I love watching videos as well of people, and I think I don't know much people's name, but yes, I do subscribe to all the channels of people. I enjoy their videos, and if you're one of those people who are watching my videos and not subscribing, I'm really sad. Please do subscribe to my channel. Please do leave a like. Please do leave your recommendations and what more videos would you like. All these books that I'm hauling will be made into videos, so definitely watch, because I don't buy books just to keep it on my shelf. I love reading, and I have my daughter, she's 6 years, so I don't get to read a lot, but now she'll start school again. She's on vacation, and before this she had a shorter hour of school. Now she has longer, so I have more time to read in the mornings as well, so I'm looking forward. So Book Lovers is Nora Stephen's Life is Books. She's read them all, and she's not the type of heroine, not the plucky one, not the laid back dream girl, and especially not the sweetheart. In fact, the only people Nora is her heroine for are her clients, for when she lands an enormous deal as a cutthroat literary agent and her beloved little sister Libby, which is why she agrees to go to Sunshine Falls, North Carolina for the month of August, when Libby begs her for a sister's trip away. With visions of small town transformation for Nora, who she convinced needs to become the heroine in her own story, but instead of picnics in meadows or run ins with handsome country doctor or bulging four-armed bartender, Nora keeps bumping into Charles Lastre, a bookish, brooding editor from back in the city. It would be a meet cute, if not the fact that they have met many times and it's never been cute. If Nora knows she has she's no idle heroine, Charlie knows he's nobody's hero, but as they are thrown together again and again in a series of coincidences, no editor worth their salt would allow that they discover might just unravel the carefully crafted stories they're written about about themselves. So it looks like they have been writing about themselves. They are in a series of no editor worth their salt would allow what they discover might just unravel the carefully crafted story they have written about themselves. So that's going to be fun. It's again a contemporary romance, and I was so excited to get these all books available in the Jareed here itself. I didn't have to order it somewhere. So I think it's not going to be very spicy, but it does have, it's adult romance, so definitely it'll have some spice. For me, I love reading spicy books like Rena Kent and all, but for me, as I have mentioned before, if you've watched my previous video, I'm into historical romances, so that much spice is good enough for me. And I have been also reading The Iron Flame on the side of these books I've been reading. So at the moment, currently, if you want to know, I'm reading The Iron Flame, which I'll be posting the video as well. I think I'm almost 50% done of that. And I'm also reading the what's this, Throne of Power from Rena Kent, duology. So I'm reading those two books at the moment. So these two are the books because my daughter is on holidays, so I can read only at night. The next is The Happy Place by Emily Henry. 2X's one pack. Could this holiday change everything? This place is about like a couple which have been together for almost 10 years, and when they now they go every year to some of their friends' place. All of them hang out together and it's fun, but now they have broken up, so they are going to go for, they pretend to be couple, and then they pretend all the way because one of their friends is going to get married and they don't want to spoil their fun by telling that they broke up. So it's something like that. I think this is an emotional read as well, and it has a lot to deal with friendship. Let me read the book for myself and then I'll tell you more about it. They go together like bread and butter, gin and tonic. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Every year they take a holiday from their lives to drink for too much wine with their favorite people in the world. Except this year they are lying through their teeth because Harriet and Vin broke up 6 months. And they would still have told anyone. But the cottage is for sale and this is the last time they'll be here together. They can't bear to break their best friend's heart, so they fake it in one more week. But how can you pretend to be in love and get away with it in front of the people who know you best? So this is going to be a good happy place. And I think the last book of hers which I will be reading, which is the most recent, it will be coming next month. I think April 20th is the release. A Beautiful Life. Maybe I'll order it in Kindle once it's released, but first I want to get done with these books. And you will be, maybe next month I'll start reading one book a month of hers, and I'll be sharing the review as I read them. And thank you so much if you watched the video all the way till here. I'm sure you'll enjoy such videos. Please consider subscribing to my channel and do leave a like, and you can follow me in my Instagram as well, My Life with Baby S. Take care.